Up to 88% of nighttime bathroom trips in seniors are linked to when and what you drink after dinner. What I'm about to tell you will change how you think about nighttime urination forever. Recent 2025 studies reveal that most seniors who wake up to urinate at night are unknowingly sabotaging their own sleep with one evening habit they think is healthy. The answer isn't what you expect, but it works remarkably well. If you're tired of interrupted sleep and want to discover the doctor-backed method that's giving seniors their full nights back, you need to hear this. The hidden health crisis keeping seniors awake. Nocturia affects more seniors than most people realize, creating a hidden health crisis that's stealing sleep from millions of older adults. Fortunately, we're going to explore some incredible health insights that could completely transform your nights, and I genuinely believe your body will thank you for watching. If this is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button because you're joining a wonderful community of health-conscious individuals who truly care about living their best lives. A quick like on this video helps us reach more amazing people just like you, and it means the world to me when you do that. I absolutely love hearing from everyone in our community, so please tell me in the comments where you're watching from today. Are you over 60 and struggling with getting up multiple times each night to use the bathroom? How many times are you waking up? 2 times? 3 times? Maybe even more. I want to hear your story because understanding your experience helps me create better content that truly serves your needs. Here's what's going to shock you about this problem. Recent research reveals that nocturnal polyuria causes up to 88% of nocturia cases, and approximately 50% of adults over 65 experience nocturia at least once nightly. The truly surprising part is that many seniors are unknowingly making their nighttime urination worse through specific evening habits that appear completely healthy and beneficial, which is exactly why so many people continue doing them without realizing the damage they cause to their sleep patterns. What I'm going to share with you today goes much deeper than conventional wisdom and addresses the actual root cause that medical professionals are just now beginning to understand. The solution involves 5 key factors that work together: fluid timing, meal timing, sleep position, temperature regulation, and stress management. When you understand how to optimize these elements, you can restore your body's natural sleep patterns and reclaim your nights. The habits I'm referring to seem so innocent that most people would never suspect they could be disrupting their sleep. Many seniors actually increase these behaviors thinking they will improve their health and well-being. Medical professionals have been recommending some of these activities for years without realizing their connection to nighttime urination patterns. The research showing these connections is so new that most doctors haven't even heard about it yet. This constant sleep disruption is stealing more from your life than you might realize. Every time you wake up to use the bathroom, you're not just losing sleep time. You're losing your independence and confidence. You're losing the energy you need to enjoy your days fully. You're losing the deep restorative sleep that keeps your mind sharp and your body strong. Many seniors start organizing their entire lives around this problem. They stop drinking water with dinner even when they're thirsty. They avoid evening social activities because they're worried about finding bathrooms or having accidents. They choose seats near restrooms and plan routes around bathroom locations. Some even start wearing protective undergarments just in case. This isn't just about inconvenience anymore. This is about your freedom and quality of life. The sleep interruptions create a cascade of problems that affect every aspect of your health. Your energy levels plummet during the day, making simple tasks feel overwhelming. Your mood suffers because your brain isn't getting the restoration it needs. Your balance and coordination decline, increasing your risk of dangerous falls. Your immune system weakens, leaving you more vulnerable to illness and infection. But here's the remarkable news that will give you hope. There's a doctor-backed solution that's helping seniors across the country reclaim their full nights of sleep. This isn't some complicated medical procedure or expensive treatment. This is about understanding how your body naturally prepares for sleep and working with those processes instead of accidentally working against them. The solution addresses the specific evening habits that have been sabotaging your sleep without you knowing it. Once you understand what these habits are and how to modify them correctly, you can start seeing improvements within just a few nights. Some of my patients report dramatic changes in their sleep quality within the first week of making these adjustments. What makes this approach so effective is that it's based on understanding your body's natural hormone production cycles. Your body produces specific hormones during the evening hours that help concentrate your urine and reduce nighttime production. The habits I'm going to reveal interfere with this natural process in ways that researchers are just beginning to understand. I want you to hit that like button right now if you're ready to discover what's really keeping you awake at night and how to fix it. Subscribe to our channel because I'm going to share discoveries that could revolutionize your sleep routine and help you wake up feeling refreshed and energized. Your engagement helps us continue researching and sharing information that makes a real difference in thousands of lives. The beauty of this solution is that it addresses the root cause rather than just managing symptoms. When you understand the physiological mechanisms at work, you can make targeted changes that restore your body's natural sleep patterns. This isn't about restricting your lifestyle or giving up activities you enjoy. This is about timing and modification that works with your body's natural rhythms. What you're about to learn will explain why some seniors struggle with this problem, while others their same age sleep through the night without difficulty. The difference isn't necessarily age or overall health status. The difference is often these specific evening habits and how they affect your body's preparation for sleep. This problem is completely solvable when you have the right knowledge and approach. You don't have to accept interrupted sleep as an inevitable part of aging. You don't have to organize your life around bathroom schedules. You can reclaim your independence and enjoy full restful nights that leave you feeling energized and ready to embrace each day. The research I'm going to share with you represents a breakthrough in understanding how our evening routines affect our sleep quality. This information could be the key to transforming not just your nights but your entire quality of life. Your body has incredible wisdom and natural processes that support healthy sleep. Sometimes we just need to understand how to work with them instead of accidentally interfering with them. However, before we dive into the solutions, you need to understand exactly what these sleep interruptions are doing to your body and why addressing them is more urgent than you might think. Why your sleep interruptions are more dangerous than you think. What most seniors don't realize is that those nighttime bathroom trips are sending a warning signal about much more serious health risks lurking beneath the surface. Your interrupted sleep isn't just making you tired the next day. New research from 2025 shows these sleep disruptions are actually accelerating dangerous changes in your brain and body that could threaten your independence and even your life. Nocturia represents a warning sign that your body's natural systems have fallen out of balance. When you wake up multiple times each night, your body interprets this as a stress response. Your nervous system activates repeatedly throughout the night, keeping you in a state of mild alertness even when you think you're sleeping. This constant activation prevents your body from entering the deeper healing phases of sleep that are absolutely critical for maintaining your health as you age. The research reveals connections between fragmented sleep and health consequences that medical professionals are just beginning to understand. When your sleep gets interrupted repeatedly, your risk of dangerous nighttime falls increases dramatically. A quarter of nighttime falls are directly linked to nocturia, according to StatPearl's research. These aren't just minor stumbles either. These falls frequently result in serious fractures and injuries that can end your ability to live independently. Your cardiovascular system also pays a severe price for these sleep interruptions. Research from NCBI data shows that nocturia is linked to 54% increased mortality in men and 28% in women, according to Kupelian et al. Findings in StatPearls. Each time you wake up during the night, your heart rate increases and your blood pressure spikes. Over months and years, this repeated cardiovascular stress contributes to heart disease, stroke, and other life-threatening conditions. Your heart never gets the extended rest period it needs to recover and repair itself during deep sleep phases. The cognitive effects are equally alarming and happening faster than researchers previously understood. When you can't reach the deeper stages of sleep, your brain misses critical opportunities for memory consolidation and cellular repair. During deep sleep, your brain literally cleans itself, removing toxic proteins that accumulate during waking hours. Without sufficient deep sleep, these toxins build up and contribute to cognitive decline and memory problems. REM sleep is when your brain processes information from the day and strengthens important neural connections. When bathroom trips interrupt your REM cycles, you're depriving your brain of the maintenance it needs to stay sharp and focused. Recent studies indicate that poor sleep quality in older adults is linked to faster brain atrophy, which directly correlates with increased dementia risk. The cascade effect extends throughout your entire immune system, creating vulnerabilities you might not connect to your sleep problems. During deep sleep, your body produces crucial immune cells and antibodies that protect you from illness and infection. Chronic sleep disruption weakens these immune responses, leaving you more susceptible to everything from common colds to serious infections that could require hospitalization. Your body's cellular repair processes also depend on uninterrupted sleep cycles. Growth hormone release peaks during deep sleep stages, and this hormone is essential for maintaining muscle mass, bone density, and skin integrity as you age. When sleep gets fragmented repeatedly, your body produces less growth hormone, which accelerates the aging process and makes you more fragile overall. The sleep deprivation creates measurable changes in your decision-making ability and reaction times. Your brain's prefrontal cortex, which controls executive function and judgment, cannot function properly without adequate rest. This impairment increases your risk of accidents during daily activities and makes it harder to manage medications correctly or make important health decisions. What makes this situation particularly dangerous is how it creates a downward spiral affecting multiple body systems simultaneously. Poor sleep increases inflammation throughout your body. Chronic inflammation damages blood vessels, contributes to arthritis and joint pain, and interferes with your body's ability to regulate blood sugar levels. Many seniors develop diabetes complications that seem unrelated to their sleep problems, but actually stem from chronic sleep disruption. Your balance and coordination deteriorate when you don't get sufficient deep sleep. The part of your brain that controls balance needs uninterrupted rest to function properly. Sleep-deprived seniors show measurable decreases in stability and reaction time, which directly increases their fall risk even during daytime activities. This creates additional safety concerns beyond just nighttime bathroom trips. The psychological effects compound these physical problems, creating a cycle that becomes increasingly difficult to break. Chronic sleep deprivation alters brain chemistry in ways that promote anxiety and depression. Many seniors develop anticipatory anxiety about bedtime, knowing they'll wake up repeatedly. This anxiety makes it even harder to fall asleep initially and creates additional stress hormones that interfere with natural sleep processes. Your metabolism also suffers significantly from interrupted sleep patterns. Sleep disruption affects hormones that control hunger and satiety, leading to weight gain and difficulty maintaining healthy eating patterns. Excess weight puts additional pressure on your bladder and can worsen nocturia symptoms, creating another layer of the downward spiral. The sympathetic nervous system becomes overactive when sleep gets repeatedly interrupted. This system controls your fight or flight response, and when it stays activated too frequently, it contributes to high blood pressure, irregular heart rhythms, and digestive problems. Your body essentially remains in a state of mild stress even during daytime hours when you should be relaxed and restored. But here's the encouraging news that should give you genuine hope about solving this problem. The vast majority of nocturia cases in seniors aren't caused by serious underlying medical conditions that require complex treatments or medications. Research consistently shows that specific correctable behaviors are usually the primary culprit behind these sleep disruptions. Your body has remarkable natural mechanisms for concentrating urine during nighttime hours and reducing the need for bathroom trips. These mechanisms work beautifully when they're not being interfered with by particular evening habits that most people consider completely harmless or even beneficial. The problem isn't your age or your overall health status. The problem is that certain behaviors are disrupting your body's natural preparation for sleep. Understanding this distinction is crucial because it means you have much more control over the situation than you might have believed. When you identify and modify the specific habits that interfere with your body's natural sleep preparation, you can often see dramatic improvements within just a few days or weeks. There's one particular evening habit that stands out above all others as the most common culprit behind these nighttime disruptions. And what makes it so dangerous is that most seniors actually believe this habit is helping their health rather than harming their sleep. The evening ritual that's sabotaging your bladder. The specific evening habit involves fluid timing, and research shows that avoiding fluids 3 hours before bed allows for the natural vasopressin surge that your body needs for uninterrupted sleep. This timing element directly interferes with your body's natural hormone production during evening hours. Your body produces a crucial hormone called vasopressin, which acts like a natural alarm clock for your kidneys. Vasopressin signals your kidneys to concentrate urine and reduce production during nighttime hours so you can sleep without interruption. This hormone typically begins increasing in the early evening as your body prepares for sleep. The problem occurs when evening fluid intake disrupts this delicate hormonal process. When vasopressin production gets interfered with, your kidneys continue producing urine at daytime levels throughout the night. Instead of your body naturally concentrating urine and reducing output, your kidneys keep working as if it's still mid-afternoon. This creates a cascade effect where your bladder fills repeatedly during sleep hours, forcing you to wake up multiple times. The physiological mechanism behind this disruption involves your body's circadian rhythm and how it coordinates with kidney function. Vasopressin release follows a specific pattern that peaks during nighttime hours when you should be sleeping deeply. When evening habits interfere with this natural cycle, your kidneys lose the signal to shift into their nighttime conservation mode. The result is continued high-volume urine production when your body should be in rest and repair mode. Let me share the story of Margaret, a 72-year-old from Phoenix who struggled with this exact problem for nearly 3 years. Margaret would wake up 4 to 5 times every night to use the bathroom, leaving her exhausted and frustrated the next day. She tried reducing her water intake after dinner, avoiding caffeine completely, and even consulted multiple doctors who couldn't find any underlying medical problems. Margaret was doing something every evening that she believed was supporting her health and helping her sleep better. She would have a large cup of chamomile tea around 8:30 in the evening while reading or watching television. She also enjoyed a bowl of vegetable soup before bed, thinking the warm liquid would help her relax and fall asleep more easily. Both of these habits seemed completely innocent and even beneficial for someone trying to maintain good health. What Margaret didn't realize is that consuming any liquid within 3 hours of bedtime directly interferes with vasopressin production and keeps her kidneys in active daytime mode throughout the night. The timing of her liquid intake was sabotaging her body's natural preparation for sleep, even though the liquids themselves weren't harmful. Her chamomile tea and evening soup were essentially telling her kidneys to stay alert and keep producing urine when they should have been shifting into conservation mode. Once Margaret understood this connection, she modified her evening routine by moving her tea time to before 6 in the evening and having her soup with dinner rather than as a bedtime snack. Within 2 weeks, she reduced her bathroom trips from 5 times per night to just once. After a month, she was sleeping through the night completely most nights and waking up feeling refreshed and energetic for the first time in years. The specific timing element is crucial because your body begins preparing for sleep approximately 3 hours before you actually go to bed. During this preparation period, vasopressin levels start increasing and your kidneys begin shifting into their nighttime conservation mode. Any liquid intake during this critical window disrupts the hormonal signals and keeps your kidneys operating in daytime production mode. This evening activity involves more than just obvious liquids like water, tea, or juice. Many foods contain hidden liquid content that contributes to the same problem. Fresh fruits with high water content like watermelon, grapes, or oranges consumed in the evening can trigger increased urine production. Soups, broths, and even ice cream provide liquid intake that interferes with your body's natural sleep preparation. The type of evening liquid consumption matters significantly beyond just the timing. Certain beverages contain compounds that act as natural diuretics, stimulating even more urine production than plain water would cause. Herbal teas that many seniors drink for relaxation often contain ingredients that increase kidney activity. Coffee and regular tea obviously contain caffeine, which is a known diuretic, but even decaffeinated versions can stimulate urine production through other compounds. What makes this situation particularly frustrating is that conventional wisdom about evening routines gets this completely backwards. Most health advice encourages staying hydrated throughout the day and evening. Many articles recommend herbal tea before bed for better sleep. Doctors often suggest warm liquids to help with relaxation and digestion. None of this advice considers the impact on vasopressin production and nighttime kidney function. The modification needed to reverse this problem involves establishing a liquid cutoff time approximately 3 hours before your intended bedtime. This means if you typically go to bed at 10 o'clock, you should avoid consuming any liquids after 7 in the evening. This includes water, tea, coffee, juice, soup, and foods with high liquid content like fresh fruits or ice cream. For seniors who take medications that require water, you can prepare a small amount beside your bed for emergencies or essential medications only. The key is limiting liquid intake to the absolute minimum during those crucial 3 hours when your body needs to prepare for sleep. This modification allows vasopressin production to increase naturally and signals your kidneys to shift into their nighttime conservation mode. The timing adjustment addresses the root cause rather than just managing symptoms. Instead of restricting liquids all day, which can lead to dehydration, you're strategically timing your fluid intake to work with your body's natural rhythms. This approach allows you to stay properly hydrated during daytime hours while supporting optimal sleep quality during nighttime hours. This revelation about liquid timing represents a fundamental shift in understanding how evening routines affect sleep quality in seniors. The modification is simple to implement, but requires understanding the physiological mechanisms at work. Once you align your liquid intake with your body's natural hormone production cycles, you can restore the sleep patterns you enjoyed when you were younger. However, fluid timing is just one piece of the puzzle. And there's another factor that most people never consider that can have an equally powerful impact on your nighttime bathroom trips. The circulation secret that changes everything. Your circulation patterns play a crucial role in determining how often you wake up during the night. During your waking hours, gravity causes fluid to accumulate in your legs and lower body, especially if you spend significant time sitting or standing. This fluid accumulation happens gradually, and most seniors don't even notice it occurring until evening when they finally lie down to sleep. The connection between daytime fluid buildup and nighttime bathroom trips involves a process called venous return. Throughout the day, your leg muscles act like pumps, helping push fluid back up toward your heart and kidneys. When these muscle pumps become less efficient due to prolonged sitting, reduced activity, or age-related changes, fluid starts pooling in your lower extremities, creating what doctors call lower extremity edema. The problem intensifies during evening hours when many seniors engage in activities that accelerate fluid redistribution at exactly the wrong time. When you elevate your legs while watching television or lie down to read in bed, you're essentially triggering a massive fluid shift back into your bloodstream. Your kidneys suddenly receive this surge of fluid that's been accumulating in your legs all day, and they respond by producing large amounts of urine to process this unexpected volume. This physiological process involves your vascular system and how it interacts with kidney function during evening hours. When a person with significant lower extremity edema lies down, much of the extra fluid is returned to the vascular system, where the kidneys can excrete it, increasing urine production shortly after the patient assumes a recumbent or supine position. Your kidneys interpret this fluid surge as excess volume that needs immediate elimination, rather than recognizing it as redistributed fluid from your legs. The venous return process becomes particularly problematic for seniors because aging affects the efficiency of your circulatory system. Your leg muscles may not pump fluid as effectively as they once did, and your blood vessels lose some of their elasticity, making it harder to move fluid upward against gravity. Additionally, many seniors have underlying circulation issues that compound this problem even when they don't realize these issues exist. Recent research demonstrates the remarkable impact that understanding circulation patterns can have on nighttime urination frequency. According to StatPearl's research, sleeping on the left side with a pillow between your legs can reduce nocturia by up to 40% with just this simple change. The positioning strategies that optimize nighttime circulation can provide relief much faster than most people expect, often showing improvements within just a few nights of implementation. Let me tell you about Frank, a 71-year-old ex-military man from Denver, Colorado, who discovered firsthand how powerful circulation awareness can be. Frank had been waking up 3 to 4 times every night for over 2 years and was becoming increasingly frustrated with his disrupted sleep. He had tried limiting fluids, reducing caffeine, and even consulted his doctor about potential prostate issues, but nothing seemed to help his situation. Frank always slept on his stomach, a position he'd maintained since his military days decades earlier. He never connected his sleep position to his bathroom trips because the connection seemed completely unrelated to his nighttime urination problems. What Frank didn't understand is that sleeping on his stomach was creating pressure on his bladder, while also interfering with optimal venous return from his legs. The biomechanical science behind sleep positioning reveals why Frank's stomach sleeping was contributing to his nocturia. Sleeping on your left side with a pillow between your legs and keeping your spine aligned allows the bladder to assume its natural position without external pressure. Furthermore, this position improves venous return, reducing fluid buildup that needs to be eliminated during the night. Frank transitioned to sleeping on his left side with a pillow between his legs after learning about the circulation connection to his nighttime bathroom trips. The change felt awkward initially since he'd been sleeping on his stomach for most of his adult life, but he was determined to find relief from his sleep disruptions. Within 2 weeks, he reduced his nighttime bathroom trips from 3 times to just once, and after a month some nights he slept completely uninterrupted. The timeline for seeing improvements once circulation factors are addressed varies among individuals, but most people notice changes within the first week of implementing proper positioning strategies. Your body adapts quickly to improved circulation patterns, and your kidneys begin responding more appropriately to fluid redistributions when pressure on your bladder decreases and venous return improves. Understanding circulation patterns provides multiple benefits beyond just reducing nighttime urination frequency. Improved venous return during sleep helps reduce morning swelling in your legs and feet. Better circulation supports overall cardiovascular health and can help reduce the risk of blood clots that sometimes develop from poor circulation during nighttime hours. To mitigate the effects of fluid accumulation, it is recommended that patients elevate their lower extremities before bed. This strategy helps encourage fluid return to your bloodstream gradually rather than all at once when you lie down to sleep. The gradual redistribution gives your kidneys time to process the fluid without creating the sudden surge that triggers urgent bathroom trips. Compression stockings worn during the daytime, especially in the afternoon and evenings, can also help minimize tissue fluid sequestration in the lower extremities before bedtime. These stockings provide gentle pressure that assists your natural muscle pumps in moving fluid upward throughout the day, preventing excessive accumulation that creates problems when you lie down for sleep. The positioning strategies that optimize nighttime circulation involve sleeping on your left side, maintaining proper spinal alignment, and using pillows to support optimal circulation throughout the night. These adjustments work with your body's natural processes rather than fighting against them, and the results often exceed what people expect from such simple modifications to their sleep routine. While circulation and positioning represent powerful tools for reducing nighttime urination, there's another factor that operates on an even deeper level, affecting the very hormones that control your sleep patterns. This factor involves something millions of seniors do every evening, believing it will help them rest better when it's actually creating the opposite. Involves meal timing and how eating patterns affect your body's natural hormone production cycles. There's a specific evening eating habit that millions of seniors engage in, thinking it will help them sleep better, but it's actually triggering a hormonal cascade that keeps them waking up all night long. This habit seems so beneficial for relaxation and sleep preparation that most people would never suspect it could be sabotaging their rest. The activity directly interferes with your body's production of anti-diuretic hormone, which is absolutely essential for sleeping through the night without bathroom interruptions. Your body produces anti-diuretic hormone, also called vasopressin, through a complex process that begins several hours before bedtime. This hormone acts as a natural signal to your kidneys, telling them to concentrate urine and reduce production during nighttime hours. When vasopressin levels increase properly in the evening, your kidneys shift into conservation mode, allowing you to sleep for 7 or 8 hours without needing to urinate. The evening eating pattern that disrupts this process involves consuming large meals or significant amounts of food during the hours when your body should be preparing for sleep. Many seniors eat their largest meal of the day at dinner time, often between 6 and 8 in the evening. Others enjoy late evening snacks while watching television or reading. These eating patterns directly interfere with your body's natural hormone production cycles and disrupt the physiological processes that support uninterrupted sleep. The connection between meal timing and hormone production involves your digestive system and how it interacts with your endocrine system during evening hours. When you eat a substantial meal, your body diverts significant energy and resources toward digestion. This digestive process interferes with the natural hormone production cycles that should be preparing your body for sleep, including the release of anti-diuretic hormone. Large evening meals also affect your body's natural temperature regulation, which is closely connected to hormone production. Digestion generates internal heat and keeps your core body temperature elevated when it should be naturally declining in preparation for sleep. This temperature disruption interferes with the hormonal signals that tell your kidneys to reduce urine production during nighttime hours. This hormonal disruption becomes particularly problematic for seniors because aging naturally reduces your body's ability to produce adequate amounts of anti-diuretic hormone. Younger adults can tolerate some evening eating without experiencing significant sleep disruption, but seniors have much less hormonal reserve to work with. Even moderate food intake during evening hours can severely impact anti-diuretic hormone production in older adults. The timing sensitivity makes this habit especially harmful during specific evening hours. Your body begins preparing for sleep approximately 3 hours before your intended bedtime, and this preparation period is when anti-diuretic hormone production should be increasing steadily. Food consumption during this critical window disrupts the entire hormonal cascade that supports uninterrupted sleep. Recent research reveals that meal timing affects multiple aspects of sleep quality beyond just hormone production. Studies show that seniors who finish eating at least 3 hours before bedtime experience improvements in sleep depth, sleep duration, and overall sleep efficiency. The research also demonstrates that proper meal timing helps restore natural circadian rhythms that support healthy aging processes throughout the body. Let me share the story of Robert, a 69-year-old retired accountant from Portland who discovered how dramatically evening eating patterns were affecting his sleep. Robert had been waking up 3 or 4 times every night for over 2 years and felt exhausted during the day despite going to bed at a reasonable hour. He typically ate dinner around 7:30 in the evening and often enjoyed a bowl of ice cream or some crackers while watching the late evening news. Robert never considered that his evening eating habits could be connected to his nighttime bathroom trips. The meals seemed normal and the evening snacks helped him relax, so he assumed they were beneficial for his overall well-being. He had tried reducing his water intake and avoiding caffeine, but nothing seemed to improve his situation. After learning about the connection between meal timing and hormone production, Robert decided to finish all eating by 6 in the evening. He moved his dinner time earlier and eliminated his evening snacks completely. He also made sure to have his largest meal at lunchtime rather than dinner, allowing his body more time to digest before sleep. The transformation Robert experienced exceeded his expectations and happened much faster than he anticipated. Within 1 week, he reduced his nighttime bathroom trips from 3 or 4 times to just once or twice. After 3 weeks, he was sleeping through the night completely on most nights and waking up feeling refreshed and energetic for the first time in years. The broader health benefits Robert experienced extended far beyond just reducing his nocturia symptoms. His daytime energy levels improved dramatically, and he found himself more mentally sharp and focused during daily activities. His digestion improved, and he experienced less bloating and discomfort. His weight stabilized, and he felt more comfortable and confident about his overall health. The hormonal balance restoration that occurs when evening eating is properly timed affects multiple body systems simultaneously. Proper meal timing supports natural melatonin production, helps regulate blood sugar levels, and promotes the cellular repair processes that occur during deep sleep. Adequate anti-diuretic hormone production not only reduces nighttime urination, but also helps maintain proper fluid balance throughout the body. The specific modifications needed to restore hormonal balance involve finishing all food consumption at least 3 hours before bedtime. This means if you typically go to bed at 10 o'clock, you should finish eating by 7 in the evening. This timing allows your digestive system to complete its work and enables your body to begin the natural hormone production cycles that support uninterrupted sleep. Understanding this connection between evening meal timing and hormone production provides a powerful tool for improving sleep quality naturally. The modifications required are simple to implement and don't require expensive treatments or medications. Most people begin seeing improvements within just a few days of adjusting their eating schedule. However, there's another factor that works on an even more fundamental level, affecting how your body regulates itself throughout the night. And it involves something most seniors do every evening without realizing how it's affecting their internal systems. The temperature trap that's fooling your kidneys. Body temperature regulation represents one of the most overlooked factors affecting nighttime urination patterns. There's a temperature-related evening habit that millions of seniors practice, thinking it will help them sleep better, but it's actually tricking your kidneys into staying active all night long. This habit involves maintaining artificial warmth during the hours when your body should naturally be cooling down to prepare for sleep. The connection between evening temperature and nighttime urination is so surprising that most doctors don't even know about it, yet the science behind this relationship could completely transform your sleep quality. Your body has a built-in cooling system that begins working several hours before bedtime as part of your natural sleep preparation process. During sleep, your core temperature naturally decreases by approximately 1 to 2 degrees Celsius, which is about 2 to 4 degrees Fahrenheit. This temperature drop isn't just a byproduct of sleep, it's actually a crucial signal that triggers the production of vasopressin and melatonin, the hormones responsible for concentrating urine and promoting deep restorative sleep. The physiological connection between body temperature regulation and kidney function involves complex hormonal pathways that most people never consider. When your body temperature begins dropping in the evening, it signals your brain to increase vasopressin production, which tells your kidneys to concentrate urine and reduce output during nighttime hours. This natural cooling process represents millions of years of evolution, preparing your body for extended periods of sleep without needing to eliminate waste. The problem occurs when evening habits prevent this natural cooling from happening, or when artificial heat sources maintain elevated body temperature during the hours when cooling should occur. Many seniors unknowingly sabotage this process by wearing heavy sleepwear, taking hot baths or showers right before bed, using electric blankets or heating pads during evening hours, or keeping their bedrooms at temperatures that prevent natural cooling. When your sleeping environment is too warm or your sleepwear prevents proper thermal regulation, this fundamental evolutionary process gets completely disrupted. Your body enters a state of thermal stress which interferes with the natural production of vasopressin, the hormone responsible for concentrating urine overnight. This disruption leads to increased urine production during sleep hours, creating the exact problem you're trying to avoid. The thermal stress created by excessive evening warmth affects multiple body systems simultaneously. Your cardiovascular system works harder to regulate temperature, your nervous system remains more active than it should during sleep hours, and your endocrine system struggles to produce the hormones necessary for uninterrupted rest. The kidneys respond to this thermal disruption by maintaining daytime production levels instead of shifting into their natural nighttime conservation mode. Recent research demonstrates the dramatic impact that temperature optimization can have on sleep quality and nighttime urination frequency. Studies show that maintaining a cool sleeping environment, specifically between 18 to 20 degrees Celsius, which translates to 64 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, can reduce nocturia by up to 50%. This temperature range allows your body to maintain its natural cooling process, which is crucial for proper hormone regulation and optimal nighttime kidney function. Margaret, the 72-year-old from Phoenix who we discussed earlier, discovered that temperature regulation was another crucial piece of her sleep puzzle. Beyond adjusting her evening fluid timing, Margaret realized she had been keeping her bedroom quite warm during evening hours because she felt cold easily and thought warmth would help her sleep better. She wore heavy flannel pajamas, used an electric blanket, and maintained her bedroom temperature around 75 degrees Fahrenheit throughout the night. After learning about the connection between evening temperature and hormone production, Margaret decided to experiment with cooling her sleeping environment alongside her fluid timing adjustments. She lowered her bedroom temperature to 66 degrees Fahrenheit, switched to lightweight cotton pajamas, and eliminated her electric blanket completely. She also began taking cooler showers in the evening, rather than the hot baths she had enjoyed for relaxation. The transformation Margaret experienced from combining proper fluid timing with temperature optimization exceeded her expectations. The temperature adjustments enhanced the benefits she was already seeing from her earlier fluid timing changes. Her sleep became even deeper and more restorative, and she found herself waking up feeling more refreshed than she had in years. The multiple benefits Margaret experienced from proper evening temperature management extended throughout her entire day. Her energy levels stabilized, her cognitive function improved, and her overall sense of well-being returned to levels she hadn't experienced in years. She also noticed improvements in her cardiovascular health, as her body no longer had to work as hard to regulate temperature during sleep hours. The speed at which temperature optimization provides results often surprises people because the effects can be noticed within just a few nights of making the proper adjustments. Your body responds immediately when thermal regulation improves because temperature control is such a fundamental aspect of healthy sleep physiology. The hormonal improvements follow quickly once your body can cool naturally during evening hours. To optimize your sleeping environment practically and economically, you should keep your bedroom between 18 to 20 degrees Celsius or 64 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit overnight. This can be achieved using a fan air conditioning or simply opening windows when weather permits. The investment in proper temperature control pays dividends in improved sleep quality and reduced healthcare costs related to sleep deprivation. Your sleepwear choices play a crucial role in supporting natural temperature regulation during sleep hours. Replace synthetic or very thick sleepwear with natural cotton, linen, or bamboo fabrics that allow proper breathability. Use cotton sheets or other natural materials that don't retain body heat, and avoid heavy comforters or blankets that prevent heat dissipation during the night. The timing of temperature exposure matters significantly for optimal hormone production and kidney function. Your body should begin cooling approximately 2 to 3 hours before bedtime, which means avoiding hot showers, hot beverages, or other heat sources during this critical preparation period. Even seemingly minor heat sources like heating pads or warm drinks can interfere with the natural cooling process your body needs. Understanding the relationship between evening temperature and kidney function provides a powerful tool for improving sleep quality without medications or complex interventions. The modifications required are simple to implement and often provide results within days rather than weeks or months. However, even when you optimize fluid timing, circulation, and temperature, there's another factor that can completely override all these improvements, and it operates through your body's stress response system in ways that most people never suspect. The stress response that's keeping you up. Evening stress responses create a powerful disruption to your body's natural sleep preparation that most seniors never recognize. Your body produces a stress hormone called cortisol that follows a natural, daily pattern designed to support healthy sleep and wake cycles. Cortisol levels should be highest in the morning to help you feel alert and energetic, then gradually decrease throughout the day, reaching their lowest point in the evening hours when your body prepares for sleep. This natural cortisol decline signals your kidneys to shift into nighttime conservation mode, reducing urine production so you can sleep without interruption. The problem occurs when certain evening activities trigger unexpected cortisol release during the hours when this hormone should be at its lowest levels. When cortisol spikes in the evening, it disrupts your body's natural preparation for sleep and interferes with the hormonal signals that tell your kidneys to concentrate urine overnight. Your body interprets this elevated cortisol as a signal to stay alert and maintain daytime kidney function even though you're trying to sleep. These evening activities that trigger stress responses often appear completely harmless or even beneficial for relaxation. Many seniors engage in these activities specifically because they think the activities will help them unwind and prepare for better sleep. The irony is that these seemingly relaxing evening habits are actually creating physiological stress that keeps your body in a state of mild alertness throughout the night. The physiological mechanism linking stress hormones to increased urine production involves the complex interaction between your nervous system and kidney function. When cortisol levels remain elevated during evening hours, it interferes with vasopressin production, the hormone responsible for concentrating urine during sleep. Elevated cortisol also activates your sympathetic nervous system, which increases blood flow to your kidneys and stimulates greater urine production when your body should be conserving fluids. Seniors are particularly vulnerable to this stress-related nocturia pattern because aging naturally affects how efficiently your body manages cortisol production and clearance. Younger adults can tolerate some evening cortisol elevation without significant sleep disruption, but seniors have less hormonal flexibility to compensate for stress responses that occur at inappropriate times. Your body's ability to return cortisol levels to baseline after stress exposure also becomes less efficient with age, making evening stress responses more likely to persist throughout the night. The timing sensitivity makes evening stress particularly problematic for seniors because your body begins its natural wind-down process several hours before bedtime. During this preparation period, cortisol should be declining steadily while melatonin and vasopressin production increase. Any activity that triggers cortisol release during this critical window disrupts the entire hormonal sequence that supports uninterrupted sleep. Research reveals that cortisol timing has a more significant impact on sleep quality than previously understood. Studies show that seniors who maintain low cortisol levels during evening hours experience dramatically better sleep efficiency and reduced nighttime urination frequency. The research demonstrates that even moderate cortisol elevation during the 3 hours before bedtime can increase nocturia episodes by 40 to 60% in older adults. The research also indicates that sleep disturbances, including those caused by nocturia, can lead to increased stress responsivity, creating a negative feedback loop, where poor sleep leads to increased stress, which further worsens sleep quality and increases nighttime urination frequency. This cycle can significantly affect quality of life for seniors because each component reinforces the others, making the problem progressively worse over time. Let me share the story of Dorothy, a 70-year-old retired accountant from Minneapolis who discovered how evening stress responses were disrupting her sleep. Dorothy had been waking up 3 to 4 times every night for over a year and felt increasingly frustrated with her inability to get restful sleep. She prided herself on staying mentally active and spent her evenings doing crossword puzzles, playing challenging computer games, and reading complex financial news articles to keep her mind sharp. Dorothy believed these mentally stimulating evening activities were beneficial for maintaining cognitive function and preventing memory decline. She never suspected that these intellectually demanding tasks could be connected to her nighttime bathroom trips because the activities seemed completely unrelated to bladder function. She had tried reducing fluid intake and avoiding caffeine, but nothing improved her sleep disruption. What Dorothy didn't realize is that challenging mental activities during evening hours trigger cortisol release as her brain responds to the cognitive demands of problem-solving and information processing. Her crossword puzzles, computer games, and financial reading were creating mental stress that elevated cortisol levels precisely when this hormone should have been declining to prepare her body for sleep. After learning about the connection between evening mental stimulation and stress hormone production, Dorothy modified her evening routine to include only relaxing, low-stimulation activities during the 3 hours before bedtime. She moved her crossword puzzles and computer games to afternoon hours and replaced her evening financial reading with light fiction or gentle music. She also incorporated simple breathing exercises and gentle stretching to help her body transition into sleep preparation mode. The improvement Dorothy experienced happened faster than she expected and was more dramatic than she hoped. Within 10 days, she reduced her nighttime bathroom trips from 3 or 4 times to just once per night. After 3 weeks, she was sleeping through the night completely on most nights and waking up feeling refreshed and mentally sharp. Her daytime energy improved significantly, and she felt more emotionally balanced and optimistic. The benefits Dorothy experienced extended beyond just better sleep because managing evening stress responses affects multiple aspects of health and well-being. Her immune function improved, her cardiovascular health stabilized, and her ability to handle daytime stresses increased dramatically. She found herself more patient, more focused, and more resilient when facing daily challenges. The power of managing evening stress responses lies in understanding that your body needs a gradual transition from the alertness required for daytime activities to the relaxation necessary for restorative sleep. This transition period requires activities that support declining cortisol levels, rather than activities that trigger additional stress hormone production, even when that stress feels intellectually stimulating or emotionally satisfying. The specific stress reduction techniques that work best during evening hours involve activities that engage your parasympathetic nervous system, the part of your nervous system responsible for rest and relaxation. These activities include gentle reading, light stretching, meditation, prayer, or listening to calming music. The key is choosing activities that feel mentally and emotionally soothing rather than challenging or stimulating. The exact timing when stress management becomes most crucial begins approximately 3 hours before your intended bedtime and continues until you fall asleep. During this critical window, your body should be experiencing gradually decreasing stimulation and increasing relaxation to support optimal hormone production for uninterrupted sleep. However, there's another evening factor that operates through an entirely different pathway yet can have an equally powerful impact on your nighttime bathroom trips. The digestive timing that's disrupting your sleep. Your evening eating patterns create a direct connection to nighttime bathroom trips that most seniors never consider. But understanding this relationship could transform your sleep quality within just a few weeks. The timing of your meals and the specific foods you consume during afternoon and evening hours directly program your kidneys to either concentrate urine for uninterrupted sleep or produce excess urine that forces you awake multiple times each night. Your digestive system requires approximately 3 to 4 hours to fully process a meal, and this timing becomes crucial when you're trying to achieve quality sleep. When you eat dinner too close to bedtime, your body has to work overtime to digest food while simultaneously trying to prepare for sleep. This creates competing demands on your internal systems that interfere with the natural processes that support sleeping through the night without bathroom interruptions. The physiological connection between digestion and kidney function involves complex interactions between your digestive system, nervous system, and endocrine system. When you eat late in the evening, your body diverts blood flow and energy toward digestion rather than toward the hormone production that should be preparing your kidneys for nighttime conservation mode. This digestive demand keeps your metabolism elevated when it should be slowing down for sleep. Certain evening eating patterns create particularly problematic effects on nighttime urine production. Foods with natural diuretic properties consumed during evening hours can significantly increase the amount of urine your kidneys produce during sleep hours. According to StatPearl's research, foods like tomatoes, cucumbers, celery, and asparagus contain compounds that stimulate kidney activity and interfere with your body's natural ability to concentrate urine overnight. The cascade effect of late digestion affects multiple body systems, simultaneously creating a perfect storm for sleep disruption. Your digestive system works harder when you're lying down because gravity no longer assists with the digestive process. This means that food consumed close to bedtime takes longer to process, and the diuretic effects of certain foods persist throughout the night when your kidneys should be in conservation mode. These natural diuretic foods also include watermelon, coffee, green tea, chocolate, and certain herbs that contain compounds stimulating urine production. When these foods are consumed during evening hours, they essentially program your bladder to fill up during the night, leading to multiple bathroom trips that fragment your sleep. The timing of consumption matters more than the quantity because your body's ability to process these compounds changes throughout the day. Recent research on meal timing reveals that seniors who eat dinner at least 4 hours before bedtime experience significantly fewer episodes of nighttime urination compared to those who eat within 3 hours of sleep. The research shows that proper meal timing can reduce nocturia frequency by up to 35% while also improving overall sleep quality and daytime energy levels. Let me share the story of Robert, a 68-year-old retiree from Tampa, Florida, who discovered how dramatically his eating schedule was affecting his sleep. Robert had developed a habit of eating dinner quite late at 8:30 in the evening, followed by a small snack around 9:30 while watching television. He enjoyed this routine because it gave him something to look forward to during his evening hours, and he thought the food would help him feel relaxed before bed. Robert was waking up 3 to 4 times every night to urinate and felt exhausted during the day despite spending 8 hours in bed. He had tried reducing his water intake after dinner and avoiding obvious diuretics like coffee, but nothing seemed to improve his situation. He never connected his late eating schedule to his nighttime bathroom trips because the connection seemed completely unrelated. After learning about the relationship between meal timing and nighttime urination, Robert decided to experiment with eating dinner earlier in the evening. Following StatPearl's recommendations, he moved his dinner time to 6:30 and eliminated his evening snack completely along with green tea he had been drinking before bed. He also began avoiding diuretic foods after 4 in the afternoon. The transformation Robert experienced exceeded his expectations and happened much faster than he anticipated. Within 10 days, he reduced his nighttime bathroom trips to just once per night. After a month, he was sleeping through the night completely most nights and waking up feeling refreshed and energetic for the first time in over a year. The broader health benefits Robert experienced from proper digestive timing extended throughout his entire day and affected multiple aspects of his well-being. His digestion improved significantly, and he no longer experienced the bloating and discomfort that had been troubling him for months. His energy levels stabilized, and he found himself more mentally alert and emotionally balanced during daytime activities. Robert also noticed improvements in his morning routine because he no longer woke up feeling sluggish and uncomfortable from undigested food. His metabolism functioned more efficiently during nighttime hours, and he began losing weight naturally without making any other dietary changes. His cardiovascular health improved as his body no longer had to work as hard to digest food during hours when it should have been resting and repairing. High-sodium foods create additional problems for seniors struggling with nighttime urination because sodium causes your body to retain water during daytime hours, then release this excess fluid when you lie down to sleep. This delayed fluid release happens precisely when your kidneys should be concentrating urine for uninterrupted sleep, creating another layer of sleep disruption. Synchronizing your meals with your body's natural circadian rhythms provides benefits that extend far beyond just reducing nighttime bathroom trips. Proper meal timing improves digestion, reduces gastroesophageal reflux, and allows your metabolism to function more efficiently during nighttime hours. Many people report reductions in morning swelling and feelings of greater lightness and energy upon waking. The specific timing windows that optimize nighttime kidney function involve eating your largest meal of the day at least 4 hours before bedtime, ideally between 5:30 and 6:30 in the evening. This timing allows your digestive system to complete the majority of its work before your body begins preparing for sleep. Your kidneys can then shift into conservation mode without interference from active digestion. Understanding how digestive timing affects kidney function provides a powerful tool for improving sleep quality naturally without medications or complex interventions. The modifications required are straightforward to implement and often provide noticeable results within the first week of proper timing. However, there's one more factor that challenges everything most people believe about managing nighttime urination. And it involves an approach that seems to contradict common sense but delivers remarkable results. The most effective hydration approach involves understanding when to drink fluids rather than how much to restrict. Here's something that will completely change how you think about managing nighttime urination, and it's based on precise timing that works with your body's natural processes. The conventional wisdom says to restrict your fluid intake during afternoon and evening hours to reduce bathroom trips, and this approach actually works when you understand the specific timing that supports your body's natural rhythms. The key to reducing nighttime urination lies in implementing a strategic 3-hour liquid curfew before bedtime as recommended by medical research. This timing approach supports your body's natural ability to concentrate urine overnight while maintaining proper hydration for optimal kidney function during daytime hours. The 3-hour window allows your kidneys adequate time to process fluids before your body begins producing the hormones that concentrate urine during sleep. The physiological mechanisms behind this timing involve supporting your kidneys' natural filtering and concentration processes during the critical evening preparation hours. When you stop consuming liquids 3 hours before bedtime, your kidneys can complete their processing work and begin responding to the vasopressin hormone that signals urine concentration during sleep hours. This timing allows your body's natural hormone production cycles to function without interference from ongoing fluid intake. Research demonstrates the significant impact that proper fluid timing has on sleep quality and nocturia frequency in older adults. Studies show that seniors who follow the 3-hour liquid cutoff experience dramatically fewer nighttime bathroom trips compared to those who continue drinking fluids closer to bedtime. The research reveals that this timing strategy supports better sleep efficiency, improved daytime energy levels, and enhanced overall kidney function. The research also indicates that age-related changes in kidney function require modified hydration approaches that account for decreased water and sodium-conserving mechanisms in older adults. These physiological changes can lead to reversed fluid excretion patterns where nighttime urine production exceeds daytime volume unless fluid timing is optimized to support natural kidney rhythms. Understanding these age-related changes helps explain why precise timing becomes more critical for seniors. Let me tell you about Patricia, a 72-year-old retired teacher from Portland, Oregon, who transformed her sleep through strategic fluid timing after struggling with nocturia for over 2 years. Patricia had been drinking herbal tea and water throughout the evening hours, thinking these fluids would help her relax and stay hydrated. Despite avoiding caffeine, she still woke up 3 to 4 times every night and felt exhausted during the day. Patricia never suspected that her evening fluid intake timing was contributing to her sleep problems because the liquids seemed beneficial and were recommended for relaxation. She dutifully avoided caffeine and chose healthy beverages but continued consuming fluids right up until bedtime without realizing the impact on her sleep patterns. She began feeling frustrated because she was making healthy choices without experiencing any improvement. After learning about the 3-hour liquid cutoff, Patricia decided to experiment with stopping all fluid intake by 7 in the evening, since she typically went to bed around 10. She moved her evening herbal tea to earlier in the day and made sure to complete any water intake well before the cutoff time. She also paid attention to hidden liquid sources like soups and fruits during evening hours. The transformation Patricia experienced happened faster than she expected and was more dramatic than she hoped. Within 2 weeks, she reduced her nighttime bathroom trips from 3 or 4 times to just once per night while maintaining proper hydration during daytime hours. After 1 month, she was sleeping through the night completely most nights, and her energy levels improved significantly. Patricia discovered that proper fluid timing improved multiple aspects of her health beyond just reducing nocturia symptoms. Her sleep became deeper and more restorative, and she no longer experienced the grogginess that had been troubling her during morning hours. Her daytime hydration felt balanced and comfortable, and her overall sense of well-being improved dramatically. The approach that worked for Patricia improves both nighttime sleep and daytime energy because it supports optimal kidney function throughout the entire 24-hour cycle. Strategic timing maintains proper fluid balance during active daytime hours while allowing natural hormone production to concentrate urine during sleep hours. This balanced approach supports the physiological processes that enable uninterrupted sleep. The specific timing schedule that optimizes kidney function involves consuming adequate fluids during morning and afternoon hours, then implementing a complete liquid cutoff 3 hours before your intended bedtime. This means if you typically go to bed at 10 o'clock, you should stop consuming any liquids, including water, tea, coffee, juice, soup, and foods with high water content by 7 in the evening. The exact timing that creates the best results depends on your individual sleep schedule, but the general principle involves allowing 3 full hours between your last liquid intake and when you lie down to sleep. This timing allows your body to process fluids completely before the evening hormone production begins that signals kidneys to concentrate urine for overnight conservation. Water temperature and timing also matter for optimal results because room temperature liquids process more efficiently than very cold beverages during the hours leading up to your cutoff time. Planning your fluid intake earlier in the day ensures you maintain proper hydration while supporting the natural mechanisms that enable sleeping through the night without interruption. The strategic timing approach works because it aligns with your body's natural circadian rhythms and supports, rather than interferes with the hormonal processes that regulate kidney function. This timing strategy allows you to maintain optimal hydration for health and energy while supporting the natural mechanisms that concentrate urine during sleep hours. Understanding proper fluid timing provides one crucial piece of the puzzle for achieving uninterrupted sleep, but the most dramatic results occur when you combine this timing strategy with all the other factors we've discussed to create a comprehensive approach that addresses every aspect of nighttime urination. The complete solution that's changing lives. Now I'm going to reveal the complete doctor-backed method that combines every factor we've discussed into one comprehensive approach that's transforming sleep for seniors across the country. This isn't about implementing each strategy separately and hoping they work together. This is about understanding how these factors create a synergistic effect when properly coordinated that restores your body's natural ability to sleep through the night without interruption. The complete solution involves 5 key habit changes. Implementing a 3-hour fluid cutoff before bedtime, finishing meals at least 4 hours before sleep, maintaining bedroom temperatures between 64 and 68 degrees Fahrenheit, sleeping on your left side with proper pillow support, and eliminating mentally stimulating activities during evening wind-down hours. Your comprehensive evening routine begins approximately 4 hours before your intended bedtime and involves specific modifications that work with your body's natural circadian rhythms. The routine starts with your final fluid intake of the day, which should be completed by this 4-hour mark to allow adequate time for processing before sleep preparation begins. This timing ensures your kidneys can shift into conservation mode without interference from ongoing fluid processing demands. The circulation component involves elevating your legs for 20 to 30 minutes during early evening hours while avoiding prolonged elevation immediately before bed. This strategic elevation helps process accumulated fluid gradually rather than creating sudden surges that overwhelm your kidneys during sleep hours. The positioning also improves venous return and reduces the fluid redistribution that typically occurs when you lie down for sleep. Temperature optimization begins 3 hours before bedtime by gradually reducing your environment temperature and switching to breathable sleepwear that supports natural cooling. Your bedroom should reach 66 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit by the time you go to bed, and your clothing should allow proper heat dissipation throughout the night. This cooling process supports the natural temperature drop that triggers hormone production for uninterrupted sleep. Your digestive timing involves eating dinner at least 4 hours before bedtime and avoiding all food intake during the final 3 hours before sleep. This timing allows complete digestion before sleep preparation begins and prevents the metabolic demands that interfere with hormone production. Foods with natural diuretic properties like tomatoes, cucumbers, celery, and asparagus should be avoided after 4 in the afternoon to prevent increased urine production during nighttime hours. The timeline for experiencing improvements follows a predictable pattern that builds momentum as your body adapts to working with natural processes instead of against them. Most people notice initial changes within the first week as their sleep becomes less fragmented and bathroom trips begin decreasing. Significant improvements typically occur within 2 to 3 weeks as hormonal patterns normalize and natural sleep cycles restore themselves. Let me share the story of Thomas, a 74-year-old retired mechanic from Detroit who implemented this complete approach after struggling with severe nocturia for over 3 years. Thomas was waking up 5 to 6 times every night and had tried numerous individual strategies without success. His sleep disruption was affecting his marriage, his mood, and his ability to enjoy retirement activities he had planned for years. Thomas decided to implement every component of the comprehensive approach simultaneously, rather than trying strategies one at a time. He modified his fluid intake schedule, adjusted his bedroom temperature, changed his evening routine, eliminated late eating, and managed his sleep position all at once. The coordination required some initial adjustment, but Thomas was determined to solve his sleep problems permanently. The transformation Thomas experienced exceeded his expectations and happened faster than any individual strategy had ever provided. Within 2 weeks, he reduced his nighttime bathroom trips from 5 or 6 times to just once per night. After 1 month, he was sleeping through the night completely most nights and waking up feeling refreshed and energetic. His wife reported that his mood improved dramatically and their relationship strengthened as his chronic sleep deprivation resolved. Thomas also experienced broader health benefits that extended throughout every aspect of his daily life. His blood pressure stabilized, his cognitive function sharpened, and his energy levels returned to what he remembered from his younger years. His balance improved, reducing his fall risk, and his immune system strengthened, helping him avoid the frequent colds that had been troubling him during his sleep-deprived months. This comprehensive approach proves more effective than addressing individual factors separately because nocturia typically results from multiple contributing factors working together to disrupt sleep. When you modify only one element, the other factors continue creating problems that prevent complete resolution. The synergistic effect occurs when all contributing factors are addressed simultaneously, allowing your body's natural systems to function optimally. Practical implementation begins with choosing a start date when you can commit to following the complete routine consistently for at least 4 weeks. Create a written schedule that outlines your new fluid intake timing, meal schedule, temperature management, and evening routine. Having a clear plan helps ensure you implement all components properly rather than forgetting crucial elements during the adjustment period. For seniors with diabetes, the hydration schedule may need modification to account for blood sugar management and medication timing. Those with heart conditions should consult their healthcare provider about appropriate fluid intake volumes and timing. Mobility limitations may require adjustments to elevation strategies or bedroom setup, but the core principles remain effective with proper modifications. The potential for complete sleep transformation becomes reality when you understand that your body wants to sleep through the night and has sophisticated mechanisms designed to make this possible. The comprehensive approach removes the obstacles that prevent these natural processes from working properly. Apply these 5 strategies, and many seniors see a 50% drop in nighttime awakenings in as little as a week. What makes this approach so remarkable is how it reveals something profound about how your body actually functions when given the right conditions to succeed. The most powerful insight from everything we've covered today is understanding that your body has incredible wisdom built into its natural rhythms, and when you work with these processes instead of accidentally fighting against them, you can reclaim the peaceful sleep you deserve. Your power to improve your sleep and well-being rests entirely with you, and it's never too late to start sleeping better and waking up more rested. Please subscribe and comment on the one habit you'll change tonight. I absolutely love hearing from you, and your participation helps us continue researching and sharing information that truly makes a difference in thousands of lives.